welcome to 28th and Jefferson, guys. This is year 2022. So much has happened. When was the last time we recorded? I don't even remember.
Man, it's been a while. Zach?
We've been together, but I was not.
Oh yeah, congratulations to the newlywed.
So beautiful.
Yes, so much has happened. Yes.
Shechinah has had a great run so far.
Divulging that I was even in a relationship.
Well, you weren't. Well, remember part of our old cast. Remember, part of the running joke was how our good friend and buddy Josh Lipscomb would always try to shoot his shot on the show, and you was out here like Dikembe Mutombo, just nah, bro, not happening, bro, not happening.
That's a great place to try to shoot the shot though on the show.
Listen, it made for really good content.
I'm just like
it made for really funny content.
Because I'm sure that's pretty uncomfortable. Like, nah.
I mean, it was fine.
It was good.
I feel like it worked for both. Because it worked for Josh. I feel like Josh was doing a lot of that to probably try to practice getting his jokes off and stuff. Which obviously that is paying off now.
It is. Kudos to him. Although I still
he owes a lot to you because you was his toughest critic.
I mean, he's really out here shining. So shout
out to Josh, man.
Josh
Extended
Black.
family.
Josh Black.
Oh yeah, Josh Black.
Black. He's out there doing his thing. But anyway, so yes, I did get married. Which is exciting.
Man, you've had a great run in 2022.
Yes.
Unprecedented.
Bro. I got married on the 22nd of February.
But when did you get engaged?
I got engaged on the 2nd of February.
Look, y'all, 2.5 weeks. We ain't wasting no time out there, bro. Let's go on and make this thing tight and right.
February. So 2/2/22, and then I got married on 2/22/22.
Okay. That's good.
At 2:20.
So all of your special, all of her special dates are palindrome dates. That's kind of wild.
And our ceremony lasted 22 minutes. Like honestly, like that wasn't even planned. It just happened that way. Yeah. Yeah.
So you like your lucky number is 2 from here on out.
From here on out.
From here on out, man. Palindrome dates, man. That's what's up, man. Congratulations one more time.
Thank you. What's been going on with you, Pat?
Man, I am a busy guy, man. Just working like a Jamaican. Shout outs to the Jamaicans that work really hard. Getting ready to get the ball rolling, man. On my events, literally probably every day since I'm gonna say maybe mid-January. Somebody has asked me when I'm bringing the sunset brunch back, and I'm just like, man, y'all can't wait until it get warm outside.
Right.
Like, they are ready. I mean, Facebook inboxes, DMs, text messages. Me and my bro Jamal, we went to Cheesecake Factory last Thursday for dinner, and they had to be like 9:30. We got in there right before they closed at 10. Soon as we walk up the steps, somebody is walking out with his old lady and his family, and he was like, bro, I went to one of your sunset brunches. When you doing one? Because I'm finna move to Houston, and I need to attend one before I move. And I'm just like, yo, this kind of dope, bro. I'll let you know, bro.
That's
I'll
cool.
let you know.
I attended a couple of, 2.
You attended. Yeah, you attended. Did you come to the first one? First one we had at the local distro.
Yes.
And you went to the second one that was at the loading dock.
Yes.
Something about me doing events at places with the initials TLD, the local distro, the loading dock. Come on. Okay. I mean, it's not 2/22/22,
but I mean, you might be on to something.
I might be.
It could be a coincidence, but you could be coinciding.
There we go.
I understand.
Yeah. So that's what I've got going on. Basketball season ready to pick up with my girls. Shout out to Team Brandon Wright. We got the puppies this year. We got the young pups, class of 2025.
Oh wow.
So I just graduated my first class of girls. I've had them since they was in the 8th grade. So they're seniors. They're seniors getting ready to graduate. I think we have 10 out of the 12 have scholarships.
Oh, good.
So got athletic scholarships. So we good to go, man. We good to go. So CSG, Team Brandon Wright, and glad to be back with 28th and Jefferson.
Yes.
And a couple other little projects I'm working on with Zach on the side. So
Okay.
that's what my 22 has consisted of so far.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, as you guys know, we always have a guest to join us on the podcast. Today, we have Ivan with us from Tell a Friend.
What's going on?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Yeah.
We're already picking up what we laying down.
There we go.
Cool.
It's all coming together.
Man.
So, Ivan, first, before we dive into anything else, tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you from, all that good stuff.
Okay, all that good stuff. All right, well, for those that know me, my name is Ivan Andrews. Friends call me Ivo. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, East Side, right?
Out east?
Right where we at. Yeah, I remember when this used to be Regents.
Hello.
Crazy. So, for where I'm from and what I do.
What high school did you go to?
McGavick.
Oh,
Okay.
What high school are you from? Nashville?
I'm from out east, yeah.
Okay.
I went to NSA.
NSA. So, oh man, see, you know Nashville, how dope Nashville really is. Because NSA is its own.
NSA is its own
NSA
entity.
is its own.
NSA is its own little
For
thing.
real. Like the amount of people that come through NSA.
It's its own thing.
Man, for
It's
real.
its own thing.
Dope.
Yeah,
Dope.
so I think, I like to host experiences and people that know me, I love hosting spaces for people to be themselves.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Cool.
Hosting experiences. I like that.
I gotta say this, man. His logo is dope. It's giving summertime shootout vibes. The Tell a Friends logo. Are you familiar
Thank
with
you, bro.
with
I
the
appreciate it,
fabulous
man.
Yes.
mixtape series, Summertime Shootout?
Yeah.
Man, artwork has always been
Yeah.
critically acclaimed and people love it, man.
Yes.
When I saw it, I was like, bro, that's kind of lit, bro.
Thank
the
you.
whisper in the ear, tell a friend.
Yeah,
That's
it
hard.
just,
That's hard.
really intentional.
That's hard. I like it.
So
I
what is
appreciate
Tell
it.
a Friend?
What
Yeah.
is it? What does it feel like? What does Tell a Friend feel like to you?
Yikes. Caught me off guard just a little bit. Sharing news. Sharing, just sharing, I would say. Yeah, sharing.
Pat, talk to me.
So I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I know a couple people that have been to the Tell a Friend event.
Okay.
So
You seem like a resourceful guy.
so Tell a Friend, from what I've seen and from what I know, is it's, I don't want to necessarily say members only, but it is based off of a dope experience, and the event varies. You don't just stick to one thing, right? But if you go, then the premise is for you to tell somebody else about it the next time, from what I've gathered. And so I've known somebody who missed the first one, didn't miss the second one. You know what I'm saying? And so from what I've seen, man, it's not the typical. I even heard about one of your events, like you made people put their phones up, like you made people zip their phones up or something like that.
So like that is the allure of Tell a Friend. It's like a lifestyle.
Okay.
It's kind of like how you appreciate things that come to you by your friends or warm connections. You value those a lot.
Warm
more.
connections, I like
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Catchphrase.
to me, the way that I approach my events is kind of artful, and I don't think it's easy to just categorize Tell a Friend.
Okay.
It's kind of like what y'all explained it. It makes its own definition for people when they get a chance to see the logo, and it's like either it's for you or it's not.
Okay.
It kind of meets you where you are.
I can go with
Good.
that, man.
I like that.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Nashville, I feel like Tell a Friend is going to be successful because Nashville, with the urban scene, the urban nightclub scene, being a desert right now. I mean, we got maybe one or two black nightclubs, not lounges, not bars, but actual nightclubs.
Yeah.
Nashville, especially black Nashville, has become an events city. Most events do very well here. Most events do because people are looking for that social interaction, that high energy scene. And since we don't have any staple venues that are not bars or lounges that you go to all the time, the events thrive. The events really thrive. I've had some success. You clearly had some success at it, man. And I just feel like Tell a Friend is going to be something really, really dope and can grow.
I
Definitely
think,
grow.
And the same. I think it's just really with a good understanding of the creatives here. When you do have something to compare to, like you said, like Nashville is its city. We know kind of some of the staples. If you want to get the traditional, you can go on down where you can go on down, and you'll see what's down through there. But when you think about where are we at, you have our staples, and then you got our newcomers, which is dope. It's beautiful to see. And then you also, if you're from Nashville, then if you've been here through it all, then you know, like, you have to find your space.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have to find your tribe. You have to find your people.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
I feel like when you're intentional about that, when you're curating your events, like, your people find you and you find your people.
Yeah.
And there's enough to go around too.
It is.
Oh yeah,
it
there's enough to
definitely
go around.
is.
You know,
man, scarcity in a mind state. I don't know if we in the right business.
Man, look,
but it's a journey.
It is a journey, man. And sometimes, and in this space, man, it's very easy to become jealous or envious of somebody who's having a lot of success. And we've seen other businesses do that with one another. And in my mind, I'm just like, why not just link up?
Yeah.
Create your own lane.
Like, why not just link up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Because
or right, like, link up. Either create your own lane
you
or
can
find a way to
on.
connect.
Wait a minute.
Well, watch this.
Hold on, protect us now. Y'all gotta remember our faces. Y'all gotta protect us now.
Yeah.
We getting on to something right now.
You can still create your own lane and link up.
Right.
Interstate ain't got one lane.
Right.
Okay.
It goes
Interstate
here,
ain't got
it goes
one
there,
lane.
it goes there,
You
but
got
somehow
numerous
it all
lanes.
meets
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah.
It gets you to your destination. So
I like it.
How did Tell a Friend come about? Like,
what's the history?
Inspired you to create these experiences for people?
Y'all got time?
Yeah, we here.
Y'all got time?
We here.
For real, because it's like, if you look at it, I had to walk into my title of what I did because I never wanted to do concert promoting. I never wanted to be an event promoter.
Okay.
I just wanted to be able to have fun.
Okay.
It's literally that. No matter what it looks like, no matter how you come, no matter what you got on, no matter what high school you went to, who's your cousin, who you dated, who you smashing, who you married to. It's just like, if you like having a good time, you can always find something to do, no matter where you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for me, when it came down to the origin, it was just me trying to find myself in this city. You know what I mean? Really being able to see, like, I'm different, but not different. We all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to be like, I'm different, but I'm not. We all share oneness. It's just a thing that I'm embracing about myself in this journey that we've been doing for a while. And being able to be okay with, like, presenting that in a way that people can experience it. You know what I mean? So I started playing music at Rosebank Elementary. Shout out East Nashville.
Okay, Rosebank.
And all my Rosebank folks. I see us out here doing great things. And that was just a great sense to kind of understand the city and its history. You know, how it's the music city, and there's a story behind that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
A lot of untold stories.
A lot of untold. You know what I mean? So like I said,
Untold
protect
story
us in this room. Like, if you know, you know. And it's like, man, that's a beautiful thing to know, and then to see what's happening. You know? And again, know that there's always been enough people, but now there's stupid amount of people.
Right.
They don't know nothing about us at all whatsoever. So they picking this up where I am. And it's like, what's up, y'all? Come to Tell a Friend. You feel me? But coming about, it just really, I always thought about friends. Like, it's in the title. You know, I got some really dope friends. Y'all my friends. Like, I'm learning, you know how to align things. Like, you got a whole wedding together.
Yes.
Like, in a quick amount of
14
time. Like,
days.
Literally, like, I'm like, man, that is a superpower. Have you ever seen somebody put something together like that? Man. I'm calling you the next time I do any ceremony. Maybe not at that time. Like, I'm doing events 14 days.
Yeah, I put my sister's wedding together in 2 weeks.
Look, I need to talk to you after the show.
Oh, so that's her new tagline. 2 weeks, I got you straight. 2 weeks, I got you. 2 weeks, I got you.
But we got it done.
2 weeks out. That's her new nickname, Miss 2 Weeks Out.
2 weeks.
2 weeks out.
You feel me? My man Pat, he's doing so many dope things, and I'm like, even sitting here and taking this in. I'm like, man, bro, it's hosting the show, producing events, coaching, scholarships. You know what I'm saying? You feel with passion. You want to do it. You're tired, I'm sure.
It's one of those things, man. Like, I want to see everybody I'm tied to win, bro. And I want to see everybody win big, bro.
Protect us in this room.
I want to see everybody win big. Because if you think about it, anybody that's on your team that's not winning is literally helping you not reach your fullest potential.
Yeah.
Anybody that you connected to that's not thriving at the rate. Now, granted, I know we all grown, we all do things at a different rate, but anybody that's on your team or within your circle, that's with all of us, that's not making any progress or that's not putting as much effort behind something as they could or should, literally they're slowing you down, man. Networking is something that I'm learning a lot and have been for the last 6-7 years, man. And like the people at the top, man, like are some sharks, bro. And they only swim with sharks. You don't necessarily have to be the biggest shark, but you at least got to be able to be, to run a swim with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's in all aspects of life, man. And it's really starting to hit home as I get older and start experiencing more things.
I can see that. That's dope, man. I like how you put that together.
Man, I mean, it is what it is. And not only do you have to be able to swim with sharks, but if you are the biggest shark in your tank, you might need to move out of that one and move to another one. Because if you're the biggest shark, then who's teaching you anything? How are you ever learning? How are you ever
There's
involved?
always something bigger out there.
Bingo, it's always something bigger.
You can always continue to grow. You can always continue to learn. Like nobody will ever reach that cap and say,
There's nothing left.
I've done it all. Like like they say, the sky is the limit. Literally. Like legit. Like there's so much out here. There's so many other things that people can learn, can do to gravitate towards. I mean, become a student all over again. You don't always have to be a teacher. Like
that's it.
The beauty
sit
of
down,
holding into it,
soak it in, like learn something, like glean from other people, because that only makes you a better teacher.
It makes you a dog. One of the things that a lot of my friends have been telling me, especially in like the event space, is they'll be like, Pat, we ain't never seen nobody like study parties or concerts or events. And I'm like, you literally have to study
your craft.
You literally have to study your craft. And people, and up until recent times, like doing events wasn't really, I guess, a celebrated occupation.
No, until it looks cool.
Until it looks
cool and easy.
Until it looks cool and easy. And just like I know, it's never easy, but it always looks cool.
Yeah.
You get better at making it look cool.
You get better, But
go ahead. Straight up, man. No, I think like I was really getting a good chance to like understand perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like you introduced a really great thought that made me think towards a version of self that I was like, I can relate with shark. Because I'm a visual person, so I'm over here just having a great time, like y'all stories and putting storyboards behind it. And hearing you mention the shark again, that's a past version of myself when I worked corporate America, and it's just kind of like a race. It's like a champion's sport. It's just like you either win or you lose, right? Yeah. That's a perspective, and it's valid.
It is.
But that's not the only perspective, and I respect your perspective because it's like it's valid. Yeah. And we balanced it out. When you said grow, that made my heart feel great because when you can grow from where you are, what is the competition? The beauty that's within you is really uncomparable.
Yes.
Yeah. That really goes a long way, man. I think that our generation or this generation and the generation after us, really, if you think about it, all generations, to some point, man, a lot of people have lost their way in focusing on their growth because they want that validation from other people, man. Validation has become so cool now, and it's so unnecessary in many instances.
Very true.
So unnecessary.
I think also too, social media has a huge it's a huge factor in that. Sure. Because the generation, before us, they didn't have.
We're that brink generation. Half of our lives
didn't even really have that, but moving, into this new space, we grew into it.
Yep.
So we're still, kind of adapting, but that generation that was like in it, that's
after us,
in it,
the one that's after us,
that's all they know.
That's all they know.
But let's stop for a second before we move fast. You said we're what generation? Brink.
Yeah,
we're you saying it from like brink from what?
What I mean by the brink is like what Shechinah said. We are the generation. We're the generation that I guess older people or our more seasoned people would say we learned it the old school way and the new school way.
Yeah, wow.
We learned it both ways.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all gotta protect us, man, for real. Like I'm learning really great words from you because I heard brink and I'm like childish, so I heard Brinkerson. I'm big on nostalgia. Do y'all remember like the like the Disney Channel.
Yeah, I remember that
when
movie.
They had them in Brink.
Yeah,
so I was like, with the Brink, I was like, oh man, don't let me find out there's a Team Puffin Suds member over there. I'm like, wait a minute,
not Team Puffin Suds.
Yeah, I told you,
with the blue T-shirts, bro.
Soul Skaters.
I remember that.
Soul Skaters. I'm telling you.
I remember that.
You remember that? That felt good,
with
didn't
the
it?
long
Oh
hair.
shit!
Man, I remember that.
It felt good, didn't it?
I
It felt
that.
great, and that's the beauty of like perspective, right? You know, again, so like you said, validation. It's a lot of new technologies that I think I lean on, like my ancestors' understandings. Like you said, we got both sides.
We got both sides.
We got both sides.
We were born into learning the manual and you actually have to understand what's going on, but we grew into the digital realm.
Yeah.
Like we literally had both of them. Y'all realize we were at the beginning of Wi-Fi and wireless everything?
You know how many technologies we lived through?
Dial up.
Experience.
Like if you
you said dial up. With diction. Dial up. Come on,
when you had a research paper to do, and you needed the internet, but your mama is on the phone.
And y'all had the situation set up at your house.
Encyclopedia.
That's where I was really about to leave.
On.
I said, damn, she said research papers, internet. If you didn't go to the library, you hear me? Or you got an encyclopedia that's so dated, I'm like, this ain't hidden for the time period. But this is gonna work on paper. This is all I have. This is just what we tried, But now it's like everything's results in millions of them.
Yes.
Do y'all realize? Speaking of research papers, how long do you think it took us to write research papers in school?
Nothing like.
Hey,
there you go.
He was a cheater.
So cheating, how long did it take you to write one cheating?
I was a lot of copied stuff.
So would it take you a couple days? Would it take you a couple days to master it?
Probably a day of.
Oh, so first off, because you're still digital age as well. I'm not talking 2006. I'm talking 2002 and prior.
2002.
With no books.
I mean, but
you still had to write it. You still had to write and type. And you weren't that cold at typing in 02. You know you wasn't.
No, because I didn't have
I had Mavis Beacon.
Right.
Mavis Beacon. She could be
Mavis Beacon. Thank you. Thank you. Blow the dust off Mavis Beacon.
Wow.
You had to be there.
The QWERTY keys.
Yes.
Wow, bro.
Man.
Yes.
So a week.
You had to get books. You had to go to the library. You had to get this encyclopedia. You had to get that
bibliography pages.
You had to get all of these different books, and you got everything just laid out in front of you while you trying to do these research papers.
But that's the thing, though. It's like, so you said even with you cheating, you said maybe a week. So with you cheating, maybe a week. I'll double that for us.
Yeah, sure.
Us great honorable students over on this side of the
butterfly, man. I love all my friends, man.
So
oh, there you go. See.
So
that's the real
2 weeks.
Code right there.
So a week,
classes.
2 weeks. Y'all realize now kids can type a paper up in an hour?
Sure.
What took us 2 weeks to do, now we can all do that shit in an hour now.
Make sure you had plenty pencils.
We could all do that in an hour now.
Yeah. But also shout out to who with what you advance with in technology, sometimes you are lose in humanity as well.
Bingo. And that's what a lot of this that's a word right there, because a lot of this new generation is losing out socially and on the humanity scale.
So you getting there faster, but how you getting there?
Yeah.
So now I can talk to you in parables, and I'm just like, I don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because again, we on our own journeys.
Yep.
It's just like y'all got new technologies on this journey.
Yeah.
But there's been people that made it without this before us.
Yes.
We learned how to start a fire using sticks and stones as well as the lighter. That's what our generation is. That's what our generation
is. Work.
Bro.
It ain't gonna be, been out of shape. We just gonna figure it out. Like
we the Flintstones and the Jetsons all in one.
So shout out to us. I think during that pandemic we probably thrived then.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
This is happening right now?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Man, kids.
Bet it up.
Kids probably, I don't know, Zach, you might be able to attest to this because you got kids in school, but man, kids probably was losing their mind trying to figure that Zoom and shit out, bro. Kids and parents.
Yeah.
Teachers, everybody going crazy trying to figure Zoom out.
It was probably harder than 12th grade math.
It was on the parents.
Because, I have a young child.
Right.
It's like, she was a first grader, like, on Zoom.
Okay.
This is first grade. Like, how much can you
Yeah.
You know, you don't have no social interaction. There's no recess when you're at home.
Right.
You know,
right.
Like, it was just troubling for me. I was like, is she gonna really?
Is she gonna develop?
Yeah.
At the rate that she needs to.
And even now, she's still babyish. You know, like she's still kind of immature, but she's had 2 years at home.
She's had a 2-year break.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had a homie that experienced something like that.
Well, it's kind of like homeschool in a sense.
But is it? Because I thought all the homeschool kids kind of like periodically like get together and do stuff together. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I don't have any children.
And then my oldest is in middle school, so most of her middle school experience, which is like core development,
big time development.
Crib.
Yeah.
Dang, it's only so much that she want to talk to mommy and daddy about. It's over with. She need to talk to the homegirls.
So, wow, man,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that Zach says that though, because all of us would have been cool had that happened in 98, 99. We all would have been cool.
Yeah.
We would have figured it out. As long as mama didn't need to use the phone. We would have gone in 3-way. We'd have had the longest, we'd had a 12-way call going on. We literally had Clubhouse booming before there was a Clubhouse.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about encryption because somebody always, hold on, what's that? And everybody got quiet.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yep. Like y'all hear that ticking? What's this? Yeah, man, we all knew it. We all would have been cool. But like what you said though, like that's that part of that humanity is that the generation after us missed out on. Like they don't know picking up the phone and dialing the numbers and all that. All they know is FaceTime and Roblox.
Right.
You know
There
what
we
I'm
go.
saying?
So I think that can even bring up, even now that we got familiarity with one another a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you mentioned earlier about like the phone concept, it's with intention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like again,
sure.
you go to a party, 2002, that was such a ripe age. The shirts were long.
Yes.
the shirts were long and the felines were strong.
And they were 89.
The felines were strong.
But it was just like you got in a social space and you went for what you knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just a space for all of it. Yeah. And it's such a enjoyable thing to look back on. Like that's kind of where I operate out of when I think of creating experiences. It's just something that feels warm to me that I feel like can connect with someone else because it's just like I felt like what it felt like to have no phone experience in 2018 and having the time of my life. Phone not even a thought process of my, and I'm not really built like that anyway because again it was like it was not cool to post everything. It was not cool to post.
It's still not.
But I don't know. It's a subjective viewpoint because I'm just like, you know,
I get it. Yeah, I could go.
Because I used to be like, no, I don't want to post anything. But you have a story to share. You know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody can learn from like you, and you don't want to like withhold.
I think it's more so like the content.
It's the content.
Share.
That's what.
What are you sharing?
Like, yeah. But that's what we get a lot of though. We get a lot of trash content, and I think a lot of people follow or attempt to follow whatever the social media algorithms are focusing on. And so at certain times, like let's just face it, Zach, you bringing up what was a documentary you told us to watch 2 years ago? The Social Dilemma. That was one of the best documentaries I've ever seen, bro. And to go back to your point, Shechinah, the way how we are so controlled by social media and our phones, like it literally opened up my eyes. And we have a lot of broken people and a lot of people who don't have a lot of self-confidence within themselves. But social media gives them a platform. That was the metaverse before it was the metaverse for them to be something or someone that they weren't.
Yeah.
And so people, people I feel like were using just posting everything to try to keep up with the algorithm. Well, if I post more people will see it and my likes will go up.
Right.
Which goes back to a previous statement from earlier on about the validation.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to use that to segue into the point I made earlier about one of your events about people having to put their phones up. Was that one of your brunches?
Well, I hadn't had a brunch yet then.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't experienced that.
Okay.
You know, that was a part of it.
Okay, well, talk about that because I mean, this whole not using cell phone thing, it's real.
I mean, we did it like back then. Like we did it. We didn't have cell phones up until a certain point. So like you had to have conversations. You had to interact. You had to do something, or you just sitting there looking like a lump on the log. Like now with phones, everybody is here, you know, posting. Everybody is here, and nobody is interacting for real. Nobody is having conversations.
Absolutely,
for real.
Absolutely,
like, to the point, and I love that. I love that you brought that out because like it really I think marries to the point that you said the value of networking earlier. And it's like I used to hear networking and sometimes it would get cringy because I understood it was like your network is your net worth. It was like that's cool, but it felt divisive, you know.
I can see that.
Sometimes depending on in certain industry and space.
So
where like now I understand it so much better because it's operating in an industry and space that I enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I love my network. You know what I mean? Because it's just like the value in it is coming from that warmth in space. Like, what do you do in a pandemic in a city full of creatives? Y'all gonna be cool online, or like y'all want to go grab something to eat? Y'all want to like, what do you want to do? Like, just go back to the basics. Because again, I don't get validation from my file account.
Right.
I know metrics. I've like worked in that space, so it's like when you know what the end goal is when you're doing those for hopefully something to make sense. You know, again, like validation, I'm like, that's cool. You know, I remember when I was like doing that from a space of maybe youth. Yeah. But as an influencer, you know what I'm saying, as a brand, as a creative entrepreneur, like now it's interesting. Yeah. But then it shouldn't be like a control factor. Yes. And that's where like to me it's concerning to where it's like, yeah, let me take your phone for 6 hours and see what happens.
And you know
what I mean? Like it's really not a bad thing again because I've had those experiences to compare to, and it just really makes you have to understand like, what do you like? It almost gives you a sense better to like compare to really honestly like enjoyment, engagement, your value and like your time and everything, because again, you haven't got a chance to come to my event and vice versa. And I have so much respect for your event.
That's gonna change, so.
And that's gonna change because the great thing about it is it's like there's time for that. You gonna keep. I heard you got a whole calendar together as such as I do, and it's just like when you have that going on, that gives us space to be able to prepare for it, look forward to coming out to it. Now we know. Like I'm so glad to be a part of this show and like connecting in this way to where I'm like, bro, I'm here. You know what I mean? In any way, like let me know, and vice versa. And I think it takes us to do that for maybe a sense of understanding why it's important of doing that for other people. Because it's just like we're setting the cool a lot of times, you know, for like what people are looking forward to experiencing when they come to certain things. And like, and if you're giving a certain kind of almost template to an experience, like I like home now. I like my own space. So like,
that's a real
like,
thing.
so it's like if it's something that I can read before I leave, like I just would much rather enjoy my time in something else that I can grow from, I can learn in. Right. Because like we were, you know, early adopters for our generation. It's just like we went out, we tried things, we experienced it. It's like it's not really a carrot or, well, I won't say carrot, a barrier that will prevent me from trying things. To where it's like this city, it's never been not a problem finding something to do.
For sure. So we are actually gonna transition into our think tank. Ooh, and then we'll come back and wrap up and find out, you know, what is the future of Tell a Friend and, you know, what we should look forward to.
Whatever you got going on, man.
I love that.
So, with the think tank, are we taking a break? Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. We're going to take a quick break.
Be right back.
What's up? It's your girl, Big Ange from MassCtv, and I'm here at Live Above, about to get cute. I mean, well, I'm already cute, but if you're trying to get cute like me, head on over to liveabove.co and use our promo code MassCtv for 10% off your purchase of 40 and above. Live Above has fashionable designs for men and for my ladies. So head on over to liveabove.co and use our promo code. That's MassCtv, MassCtv.
When you support our partners, you support the vision of MassCtv. Head over to liveabove.co, Use our promo code MassCtv for 10% off your purchase of 40 or above. Remember, everything you do should be legendary.
No, keep going. I loved it. No,
Right.
that's it. Working.
Right.
You hear me? He said, "Hold on, wait a
You
minute."
know that slow motion song. Don't act like you don't know that song.
We know that song.
Yo,
We know that
05.
song.
Hold on.
We know that song.
Calm down.
But look.
Between the year of 2003 and 2005, bro, that might have. I'll even go 02. I'll go 02 to 05, bro. That might have been like one of the best musical times in our lives, bro. What class are you from McGavitt?
07.
So we same class.
It would have been 08.
Okay.
But I feel like this is, I don't know, man. I might want to say this for your show. Because this is great. Like, I feel like that'll give you backstory. Because
Okay.
you remember also when it came down to it, like, this is before Google and stuff. So, like, if your parent really didn't agree with, like, all right, so my birthday's in October, right?
Okay.
October when?
The 20th.
Oh, I'm the first.
Okay, there you go. Shout out to you.
What if her birthday would have been like October 2nd, and she was born at 2/22?
Well, I am the second.
See, it's always a 2.
I would just really, then I just,
You
let
gotta,
me go ahead
Shechinah,
and
you gotta-
connect. I'm like, let me, Shechinah, let's just connect.
She got to lean into that
I'm
too,
like,
man.
it's the balance, it's all of that.
She
And
gotta
you was
lean
born on the
into them
second.
tools.
Yeah. No. But
Yeah.
yeah, that you remember when you could like, if your birthday was before, I think
You got
September.
October. You got one of them birthdays.
Yeah,
you was
so,
right there on the line.
Yeah, it was on the line.
So for
you know?
me, I started school when I was 4 because my birthday is October 1st. The cutoff was September 30th. And so my parents had to, or they, put in a special request for me to go ahead and start school. So I graduated with the class of 2006. But they would not have.
You would have
would've
been
been
07.
07.
Yeah, I
with
would have
us.
been 07. Yeah.
See, I like how your parents like made a special request. My mama lied. She
Oh.
My birthday was on August the 20th, as far as I knew. You know what I'm saying? If people told you, what's your birthday? August the 20th.
Right, I see.
August the 20th. I would fuck around and forget and be like, damn, what's your birthday? October the 20th. Wait a minute. I may not be able to come back to school tomorrow. Oh, shit. I done told the secret.
This ain't my birth certificate.
You
They
know
got
what
the
I'm
date
saying? This
wrong
is before
on it.
fact checks. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, your birthday is August the 20th, and they sent me to school. And that's just what it was. So, like, growing up, I always hung with older friends. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then my mom was older. So, it's just like I had that old soul.
You had that old
spirit.
soul.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, it just kind of got to a point where I was saying earlier in the story, like, appreciating that. Because everybody was going so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like, past me, flying. Like, I was just like, man, but I got like great ideas, but y'all just taking off. What's going on? Like, am I getting left behind? And it's like, no, the value of understanding history.
Yeah.
How you can use that to, while y'all going fast and figuring it out, I can do also the same.
I'm mastering it,
You know?
moving at my own speed.
Yeah. So the beauty of that has just been, man, it's been great though. Like, honestly, like, I don't know if we're recording or not. Like, that's where I was just like,
I think Zach
No,
just
it's still
leaves it
recording.
on.
yeah,
at all
definitely.
times
Like,
now.
because again, that I think this is better content than anything.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
just
we
like,
working on it, man.
No, y'all
We
doing
working
it.
on it, man.
You
We trying,
here?
man.
Like, I
We
literally,
trying.
like, I didn't know what I was walking into. I was just
Walking
like,
into an experience.
Walking
that's
into
it.
a new
And you
experience.
see how you come
There
in with
it
an
is.
open mind. What can happen?
There it
My
is.
life has been impacted.
Yeah.
This is a transformative experience.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was telling them earlier. I was like, man, I don't know what type of dude Ivan gonna be. I was like, I said, man, he sent me his calendar. Bro. I was like, yo, man, he gonna walk it in. I don't know
You don't
what
know
we
what's
about to
gonna
walk
happen.
into, bro.
And
I said, bro, could have saved my number. I said, but instead he was like, nah, I'm gonna send his voice note instead. I was like, oh, bro.
No, man, it's just you appreciate, being reached out to. But bro, you're a socialite. Bro, the power of like learning how to like set a boundary for yourself.
And
to
that's very
contacts,
true.
You know
That's
what I mean?
very
Like
true.
it was Friday o'clock when you hit me up.
that's
I was
very-
like, bro, like I'm not trying to hear nothing else really, honestly. I'm gonna just be 100. Like if we're gonna talk, we're gonna make time for it. And it's not gonna be just like a by fly, because I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Because I
Bro.
talked to Zach earlier. Zach told me everything I needed to know. So like what are we talking about?
Bro was like,
and bro, like I ain't. Oh no, I'm gonna tell it now. Cause like when I came in, like bro, I was like, I see who drives the ship, but now I can tell like what's going on. Bro hits me up, and I'm like, you're smart as fuck, so don't do this. Like he's doing cool ass shit, like yo, bro. So I hear you doing a brunch. No. What do you say? Question. Question. I see you're doing a brunch. Is that more a statement than a question?
That was y'all. So that was an icebreaker.
An icebreaker.
That was an
Bro,
icebreaker, bro.
Grown as fuck. Like what?
I was like, that was an icebreaker.
What do you want? What do you want, creative socialite? What do you want? Bro, I am grown o'clock. It's Friday. You do shit. I do shit. I want to go home. What time you need me to be here on Monday? Because I'm going to pick up on Monday. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But I love y'all because it was like, bro, like that's how we getting down. You know what I mean?
Man.
And look, I got that voice memo back, and I texted him. I was like, yeah, he wasn't feeling that. Let me just tell him I'm gonna holler at him
That's
on
what I
the
tell you,
phone.
like, I want you to come in. I want you to come and host some stuff now, because like you are such a great energy to read people.
Oh my god!
Like I'm like, you got to be a special somebody. Like throw yourself out there with people and just be like, he hit me with my exact energy back. Because of course at this point it's like not disrespect, it's a boundary.
Yeah.
Like I used to always be like, I'll pick up the phone, this, that, and third, and then I'm pour, and I'm like this.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be doing events.
Yeah, nah, man, trust me,
You know what
I know it,
Like,
bro.
how
I
does
feel
that
you
work?
on it, bro.
You know, so if I don't do that, you know, then everybody has access to me, and then you know, I've been on that journey where you said earlier, where it's like, man, you got to get out your own head, because you'll be like, man, bullying yourself about stuff you see, and it's
Low
like,
key.
it ain't that. You
Low
know what I
key.
mean? You got to understand what the fuck are you doing
Yeah, for sure.
before anybody else can really know how to really support it, include you in shit. Do you know what you're doing? You know what I mean? So like I knew when you hit me up, I was like, yeah, we can talk about it on Monday. It'll be better.
I ain't gonna lie.
So much better.
Look, I was at basketball practice. What was you gonna say, Zach?
That's what I told him. I said, talk to him Monday.
And that's what he told me. Look, I'm at basketball practice. I called Zach. I step out. The kids got water break. I step into the classroom. I said, I don't know what type of time he on, Zach, but he wasn't fucking with that though, bro. So he was not feeling that, bro. I was like
I was getting like the good cop, bad cop.
I said,
Zach just hit me up with everything. It just made sense. It was, you know, because you never know what you walking into.
But see, Zach hadn't privy me to that. Y'all had a full convo. He was just like he shot the contact info.
He hit the points.
I got you,
bro. It's
see,
like,
that was unbeknownst to me though.
You the dope creative social.
That was unbeknownst to me.
You.
Instagrams, everything.
Man, and it was like, bro, like before Boundary Ivan would have loved that. I would have been like, let's talk on the phone. We would have been on the phone for like 3 or 4 hours.
I will say this much.
What's up?
Out of anybody that I've talked to during my 13 years of doing events, he is the first person to be like, nah, bro. He hit me with the Kevin Samuels. You got to book a session with me, bro. He hit me with the Kevin Samuels. Yo, look, I done did, y'all listen, this not to toot my home, but I done did events with Waka Flocka, Rocco, Wale, Migos, Rich Hobie Quan. He the only one that hit me with the, yeah, you gonna have to book a session with me, bro. 15 minutes or 30.
Like
you
that,
pick
though.
and choose.
That you gotta protect yourself.
Nah, for sure.
You gotta protect your mental. You gotta protect all of that.
Nah,
so
for sure.
like setting boundaries. I mean, and I bet you gonna put something on the calendar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then hey, I guess we're gonna be having no conversation then.
Yo, we was in here trying to figure out how you set that joint up on your phone.
And that's where I was like, and that's where like the beauty of like doing shit at your own pace. Again, I used to be like, y'all going so fast, but then I do something and people like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Am I just y'all trial period? Like, do I just do shit and then it's like, okay, it's cool, so then go do it? Okay, so now instead of like going crazy in my mind, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Like the people I listen to and like really hold reverence to like, why am I sitting and slowing myself down to? You don't have access to them.
Yeah.
Before
like you gonna have value.
Ask your question.
Mm-hmm.
You finish your statement. I was just telling before you ask your question, we're gonna do the thing.
Oh, you want?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Let's just go ahead and do the
we can
think
that.
tank then.
Okay.
Because I'm cool.
Okay, so you pull one out, and then you just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay, cool. Let's keep it simple.
Man, he
Alright,
kept it
Pat.
right off the top.
Let's see. You see your best friend's significant other out with someone else kissing, what do you do? Oh man, keep it 100. You know, like you gotta let them know. So my goal is like I can't let my homie just be out here like that. You know. Yeah. So in that moment in time, like I'm a big like I'm not gonna make a scene. Yeah. You know.
So you're not gonna approach.
For what? What am I gonna do? I'm not Joe. What's the name from Cheaters?
Yeah.
Hey, well, are you supposed to be here right now? That's
Joey
not my
Graham?
best friend.
Was that his name? Joey Graham?
Hey, who are you? Like, didn't he get stabbed doing that
yo,
shit?
he got stabbed and he got shot. One episode.
Shot. You know, you out doing dirt.
Whoa. Time out. Is who?
It's Peter Guns out here now, man. Hey, man, look, bills need to get paid.
Hey, look.
Bills need to get paid.
Wow, Peter Guns is the host of Cheaters.
I'm going to tell you, during that pandemic, if they would have sent me an email, I might would have entertained it.
Peter Guns turned the pandemic into a bandemic.
That was it.
Bro. I ain't mad at him, bro. Not mad at it. Yeah, check point for me.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
Well, yeah, question.
Wow. Hey, and guess what? Peter Guns ain't getting stabbed or shot at work. I can tell you that much. All right, let's see what I'm cooking up. And so historically, I always get a kind of a slaw one. But I got a good one. I got a good one.
Y'all feel like you got a good one. We all got a good one out here.
Who do you love and what are you doing about it? I don't know about the what are you doing about it part, but who do I love? Obviously, what's happening?
Down with you. I do what I want to do.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like she already.
So,
shout out April the 2nd. We moving and grooving, baby. Tell a friend. Okay.
I obviously love my family. Obviously.
Oh, you went safe.
I'm always gonna go safe. Listen,
this that type of show. You went safe.
Listen.
That's what we gonna do.
Listen, y'all not
take that bag.
Man, look, listen.
Come on,
Here's no. I'm going safe. I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe. And look, I'm a where you say Doug.
Pat Obama.
Listen.
Pat Obama.
Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm going the safe route. Because there have been times where I have overindulged information and the information I gave out got contorted and came back to me, and it's like I don't like doing damage control. And not only do I not like doing damage control, but it don't even be for me, it be for the other people involved.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Understood.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I love my mama. Hey mama.
There you go.
How you doing?
There you go.
You know, so my mom, my little sister, my family and friends, and you know those who need my love, they get it. And what am I doing about it? I would say one of my love languages is acts of service. So the people that I love, I would hope and would like to think that they know that I love them just by my acts of service and making sure that I'm there for them. You know what I'm saying?
Pat Obama, ladies and gentlemen.
Got to be diplomatic.
Kept it P.
Yeah. Definitely kept it P.
Well,
this one right here is
That's a good one, P, for private. Speaking of, really quickly though, not to cut Shechinah off, but
he pulled a Josh.
Get him a chair, man. Get him a chair.
He pulled a Josh. It's okay.
Yo, did y'all see the interview that Zeke did? A lot of people sent it to me today.
Who is Zeke?
Some interviewers, Zeke. Come on, basketball Zeke. Ain't no hoe in my blood.
Oh, okay.
Come
Okay,
on.
gotcha.
So he did he went on a podcast maybe this week or over the weekend or something, and the interviewers kind of bullied him into answering a question that he didn't want to answer, and they dragged out of him his sexuality, and I just didn't think that was cool at all. And so,
Right.
Yeah, I did because keeping it P, and I would like to. Keeping it private. Yeah, man.
I just like you.
So 28th and Jefferson does not condone any bullying journalism of any type. If there's subject matter, what's
Josh as a host.
Josh don't count, bro. Josh don't count, man. Josh was getting, bro, 28th and Jefferson was Josh's practice ground, bro.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. But, yeah, I just thought that just reminded me when you said keeping it private. Like, I'm glad we don't do that. We don't bully our host and our guests into doing it because it was very cringy. I'll show y'all after the show. But,
Man, thank you.
Very cringy.
Okay, so this
love who you love.
This one's a little, I don't know. So it says, would you rather put a stop to war or end world hunger?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
This is a yikes.
I got my answer.
I mean, we currently aren't. Well, we are not. Well, I don't even know. Are we at war, or is it just? Are we just like?
I feel like they just told. I feel like they just told the boys like, "Hey, go on and pack y'all bags. Y'all
Right.
might be having to fly across
Like
that pond."
what? Is that what it is? I think I'm gonna go with because I'm a non-violent person. I like peace. I don't like conflicts. I just don't like any of that. Like I would.
Before you get there, what does ending world hunger mean? Like, what does that look like? Is that like free food for everybody? What is that?
That's a good question.
Free.
That's a really good question.
Like, so what is that like? You just walk up and get food everywhere you go?
No,
that's
mean,
not what it is to me.
I think world hunger, not like free food, but
the access,
yeah,
to make sure that no child or human goes without a meal, maybe.
Yeah, like everybody eats, no matter like where you are.
Yeah. Starvation is at a minimum, maybe.
Right.
But would that stop wartime?
Actually, I think that would boost the war.
That's what I'm about to say, because hungry soldiers may not be soldiers, but full soldiers.
Or not only that, but what if, just geographically, what if certain countries can produce larger amounts of food than the other? If I'm a third world, if I'm a country that's in the desert, then yeah, I need to go to Brazil where they got plenty of trees and water and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Like I need that, because we ain't got that over here in the desert. I feel like. Because isn't that basically the premise of war anyway? Conquering, capturing and conquering. Taking over. But if you stop a war, then maybe that could provide. First off, stopping war provides peace, and if everybody is kind of on this Zen level of peace, then the countries that don't have it, everybody I kind of feel like will pitch in and kind of.
It's just like with I guess early on, like with the trades and
barter
everything
system
that
and
like
stuff
took place, like. When everybody's cool, like, okay, you got this over here, cool. I got this over here. You got this over here. Okay, kind of like an exchange to where making sure that everybody has what they need to
get
survive,
by.
Get by. You may not be eating, crab legs, lobster, steak, but you got you something over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I think if you put a stop to war, it kind of puts other things in place to where people can survive, like, because they be fighting over just
war is a lot of LDE.
Yeah.
little D energy.
Yeah.
War, a lot of wars are a lot of wars are really little D energy.
Yeah. I mean, and you don't really see no women starting no wars.
Yeah, that's very true. I feel like that's a good point. You stop the war. World hunger eventually ends, but if you stop world hunger, war potentially spikes up. Because some country got it and we don't.
Right. Yeah, we'll find any reason.
Some country got it and we don't.
Yeah. Which is how it is right now. So. Well, that was great.
That was a good show.
Okay, so we are going to wrap things up. So, future of Tell a Friend.
What we got?
What's to come? Are there any events on the horizon?
Absolutely.
Is it expanding to cities? Like, what does that look like?
It's everything that she just said. And the best way to find out about anything that we do, I would implore you to go to our website and sign up on our email and text message list. It's a lifestyle.
No, okay.
So
push pause on that. So how many emails is going out in text messages? Because I can be spamming people's accounts.
Like, oh, we don't. We don't
just for those people out there, like, dang, I ain't about to get my
that is. Like,
I ain't about to put my email, and then next thing you know, you got like 50 emails from like tell a friend, and it's like, unsubscribe.
There you go. Hey, if you were
Shechinah is the bull.
Hey, that's what I'm about to say.
I mean, you gotta put it out there. Somebody has that question.
And I'm sure it's a valid perspective. You know what I mean? Somebody probably got that, and that person can think about that.
It's a thin line in that digital marketing.
It is.
It's a very thin line between too much and not enough. It's a very thin line.
So when it comes down again to a lot of the premise of like what Tell a Friend is and what we talked about today, is taking a warm, familiar, old school feeling and marry that with a modern sense. I never like spam telephone calls. I still don't like now. That's why if your number's not saved, you got privacy blocker. You feel me? And it's just one of those things where, in terms of a text message, I'm a person too.
Yeah.
I don't want to send a text message out that I wouldn't want to receive myself. You know what I mean? I wouldn't send out an email that I wouldn't want to receive myself. But a lot of our communication is, again, the intentionality is for people that are ready to experience it. And if that sounds like you, then you know what to do. Go anywhere you see this logo. We don't say that no more. It's what? Telafriend.vip or HTTPS. You know. Do what you need to do.
I ain't heard HTTPS all the time.
You know, I'm just trying to reach everybody that's out there that I'm talking to. You know what I mean? If you're looking for us on social media, tell a friend to TAF. Definitely a lot of events coming up. Quality, curated, themed, good experiences. Again, we just want to give you something to compare to, something that hopefully fills you, and you leave out better than when you came in, and you tell a friend.
I like it.
Dope. I love it. Well, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
And before we leave, I wanted to give you guys this. I didn't know who I was preparing for, so I just wanted to make sure you guys got something as well. You know
Christmas
in
March.
Like we're from the South, so I'm big on like at least getting something, giving you something. So that'll give you like a little bit of an inkling of what's coming from Tell a Friend. You'll see a little bit of what's going on there in the bag. But
come on, coasters.
Yeah, I like. Thank
I like
you.
it, man. Yeah,
we like gifts.
So if you come on 28 and Jefferson, come on now, come with the gifts.
I like it. Man, and shout out to our guests, man. Y'all really be hooking us up, man.
Yeah, man. We want y'all to look, man. Because this is us, man. Y'all come out, man. Have a great time.
I'm here for it.
Come on, good terry cloth. That's a pea cloth right there.
Oh, come on.
And like we're in the spring of deception right now, so I'm like preparing for like what's to come.
Yeah.
So you know that good like rag when you start moving and grooving. Oh yeah, well
Look at that, we grilling.
I love it.
I
love it.
So before we get any, you know what? I'm not gonna be too cool. I really won't. I will tell y'all one thing.
Okay.
So, do y'all like brunch?
Who doesn't?
This is like a layup
BLB.
question, right? Right.
I got it right this
You
time,
feel me?
y'all.
You feel me?
I got it right this time,
BLB. You feel me? So who doesn't? You know what I mean? But also, y'all love music. We already had that moment where you was listening to Who Do You Love?
I mean,
and that's burning. Look, like, you hear music, right? Like, we music lovers, so it's like I heard that and I heard Bernard Wright, the originator to that song. Mm-hmm. But then I also remember the first time I heard that being sampled, and I was like, damn, LL killing this right now. And it's total end. Like, if I don't hear the end, it didn't really feel like I listened to the song. So where it's just like I hear it sampled now, you know what I mean? I remember when it was like Who Do You Love by Drake and YG. And it gave its own feel to it, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what the next event is. It's a music lovers brunch experience. Okay. It's called Moving and Grooving. We did a little bit of that earlier. And if you love music, you love brunch, tell a friend.
Tell people when the date is.
So that's going to be April the 2nd.
Okay.
And do it. I said earlier. Get locked in on the email list. Tickets are available now. It is limited seating. So what is it like today's price and tomorrow's price? That's usually what goes out around when you're trying to do limited stuff. I don't want to scare tactics, y'all.
I was gonna buy my tickets.
Yeah.
Last week, and then I was like,
I'll wait.
He put me on his block list. Let's see what's happening
again. But usually when you wait around, it's like, man, you know what happens when you wait?
You get left out.
You get left out.
You get left
out. So
do
do your best do your best with what you feel. If this feel like something that you know what I'm saying, want to come to, want to have a good time.
I feel like it's
be
gonna be
present.
a cool event.
You feel me? Come. If
Really
you're
cool.
worrying about it, you got any question about it, take some time on your journey. Take a hike, take a walk, you know what I'm saying? Get out, get some sun, and then come out to either we grilling or something else we do this year.
I'm rocking with it.
I am too.
I'm rocking with it. I'm gonna go ahead and cop my ticket, man.
Me too.
Go ahead and cop my ticket. And I'm gonna tell my job I need to leave early.
Anyway, go ahead. Tell what
You got enough time to where you can do it better. Like, I feel like that's the thing you do regardless of the fact. It's like, hey, I'm just out. Y'all know me. Half of y'all follow me anyway. It is what it is. Look, y'all know me. I'm out.
Them sales been coming through on the weekends, bro. All right now. Creative Socialite Group. We are loading, okay? Spring, we coming right back, man. Sunset Brunch will be returning soon, so y'all can stop spamming my social medias and texting my phone and pulling up on me at Cheesecake and all that good stuff. Got a really big project that I'm working on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers up that I can get it to work. If anybody has an inside plug on where I can get an elephant or a giraffe or a tiger from, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, that's what we got.
All right. Well, you know, as always, you can follow me at Bubbly Beauty 3. Make sure you follow 28th and Jefferson. Make sure you follow MassCtv on all platforms. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend.
Come on, slide that in there. Slide on in there.
About 28th and Jefferson and what we doing. And as always, peace, love, and we out.
We out. Man, I just smacked the hell out of that too. Bro, I know that's all in the audio at the end. Golly.